Hi, this is Rabbi Daniel Rabin, Rabbi at the Northeastern Jewish Center. So I'm sure if you turn on any news channels or listen to the radio, you'll hear about the Royal Commission into Cardinal George Pell. Now, it's not my place to get into the specifics, and you can listen to the commission live and read reports afterwards. But firstly, I just want to say that my thoughts and prayers are to the victims of any form of child sexual abuse. You know, may you have some type of justice and comfort in knowing that the facts are now being exposed in the open. And of course, to those who are victims, who are advocates now, who are standing up, to protect children in the future, well done to you. I respect and admire your efforts and bravery through these very difficult times. But perhaps we can learn some type of message from our portion this week, Parashat Vayakhel, that we can relate to leadership in general, and in particular in these types of situations. A few weeks ago, God instructs Moses that he wants him to build a sanctuary, the Mishkan. And he gives Moses a lot of instruction how to do it, what needs to be, what type of materials he needs, and all sorts of very specific details that are required. In our portion this week and next week, the Torah says that Moses now goes ahead and does what Hashem had commanded him. But it repeats almost exactly what was said a few weeks ago, now saying that they did it. And many of the commentators wonder and say, why repeat it all? Just say, and Moses did what God had instructed. Why go through the specifics exactly as God had instructed? One of my theories, perhaps, is that what the Torah was trying to show and what God was trying to say, that even though Moses was the leader of the Jewish people, and it could have easily said that Moses did whatever God had instructed, the Torah felt it was necessary to show the responsibility and, in fact, the accountability of Moses, that he, in fact, did what God had instructed him. Process by process, step by step. We didn't just rely and take for granted that he did what God had commanded Moses. We had the transparency that Moses fulfilled exactly what had been told to him. And perhaps we can take this as a message to leadership in any religion, Jewish, Catholic, Muslim, and any non-religious institution for that matter, that if you're in the position of power and responsible to children, more importantly, that there's nothing that should remain behind closed doors, God forbid. Transparency is crucial, and you have that responsibility that even though you might be in the position of power, to make sure that every action that you do should always be able to be scrutinized and checked, and you should never hide anything from anyone or any public view. And therefore, we can take a message from the portion this week that, please God, future leaders and those in position of leadership now should heed this message, and we should, God forbid, never have a situation that is occurring now, and we're seeing what happened in leadership in the past. And we should, going forward, only have that transparency, openness, and hopefully our children will remain protected. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom. Hope to see you next week.